What is going on, people? If you couldn't tell by the title, this is episode 2 of Netflix and Chiller. What is Netflix and Chiller, you might ask? Well, it's something I concocted myself. You know how you have the Netflix and chill, and you bring a girl over and you hang out and watch some movies, whether it's, you know, chick flicks or dramas or anything like this. Well, I took it and spun it on its head, and it's one of those things where maybe you want to bring a girl over and you want to watch something scary, but you don't want to flick through the queue with all these you know movies you never heard of. Well, I'm gonna watch them for you, and I'm gonna review them for you, so you can sit down and you can be like, I'll watch this one, I'll watch this one. So check out my first one. Um, but this is episode 2. What am I reviewing this time? If you couldn't read by the title, it's called Indigenous. It's directed by Alastair Orr. It's written by Max Roberts. It stars Zachary Soetenga, Lindsey McKeon, and Sofia Pernas. Hopefully, I said all those names right, but probably not. I'm horrible with pronunciations. Anyway, pretty much what this movie is about is 5 American tourists. They end up going into Panama, for a trip. It's going to be one of pretty much their last hurrahs. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are graduating college and stuff, so it's their last trip before they pretty much have to become adults. So pretty much it seems like there were 2 couples and then a single guy. So the one night they're all hanging out, they're partying, and the one single guy's like, listen, I'm going to go chit chat with these girls over here. He pretty much starts talking to one. They kind of hit it off, hang out. Uh, you know, then because the girl that he starts talking to is a local, she kind of, brings him around and everything, introduces him to some of the people that she knows from that live in Panama, and, stories talk, they, whatever. And something comes up about the, you know, I want to say a jungle or not a forest, but whatever in Panama, the jungle. I guess I'm gonna call it a jungle. Probably not even what it is, but there's stories around the jungle. Don't go in there. There's beautiful things in there, such as a waterfall in this area and stuff. There's a lot of secrets in there, but you don't want to go in there because there's bad stuff. So the one the local introduces her like the group to her friend, which kind of he pushes the fact again, don't go in there. Strange things happen, and you don't want to mess with it. Well, they don't heed his warning, and the next day, uh, the girl and the tourist end up going into the forest again, jungle, not forest, but they end up going in there trying to find this waterfall and everything. And they're weary and everything, but they finally make it there. He doesn't know about it. The local guy doesn't know about it, and he gets all frantic. He's trying to call the group and say, "Hey, listen, get out of there now. You don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know what you're messing with." Well, in typical horror, they end up running into these. The best way I can kind of describe them for you is if you they're like humanoid monkeys. I don't want to say that because it's definitely the sound that they make definitely sounds like monkey like, which kind of got a little old quick. That was the only, if I had to knock it a little bit, it'd be the sound that these creatures make. But they're like humanoid creatures. You'd have to see it to understand what I'm saying. So anyway, now it's these tourists against these creatures, and pretty much they're just trying to survive. Now, they're trying to run through this jungle that they pretty much don't know anything about, and they're getting chased by these creatures. That's pretty much the plot line. I like this movie a lot because, for the most part, you watch it, you look at it, and it's a lot of practical effects. Let's say there's a lot of breakage in this movie. I'll just leave it at that. But the creatures themselves, the stuff that happens, a lot of the deaths in this are pretty good, practical effects. I didn't. If there is CGI in it, I didn't see much, and if they did have it, they hit it pretty well. The one thing I get annoyed with is CGI, especially where it's not needed, and if it's bad and you can definitely tell, that's where I kind of draw the line on most movies. But this definitely seemed like it had a lot of practical effects. Did a really good job with it. But it's definitely got that going for it. I never heard of it before, so definitely when I looked at the cover, I was like, oh, this one looks interesting. A lot of pretty girls in it, so that's another plus. And the story continues to go. It doesn't really tire. In the beginning, it's a little build up, and then once it hits and it continues to go. Keeps you, thinking, keeps you on edge. So it's definitely one I would recommend if you're looking for something on Netflix. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, this is episode 2. Go ahead, check out episode 1. Plus, I'll have more and more as I venture through Netflix because, again, I got it, so why not use it? So hopefully you enjoyed my review. Hopefully this pushes you towards Indigenous. And again, if you enjoy my reviews, definitely give them a thumbs up. If you haven't already, definitely go ahead, subscribe. If you have movies you want me to review, definitely let me know. I do have an Instagram, which I'll post everything on there because you can purchase this Indigenous on Amazon and such. It is on DVD, so I don't know if I'm going to purchase it because I'm leaning more towards Blu-rays. So maybe if it ever does come out on Blu-ray, I'll get it. But again, I'll leave all the information about everything, including my Instagram where I show off my movies. And there's, more chances of you to get reviews out of me. If you see something you want me to review, definitely let me know. But again, thumbs this up. Share it with anybody who might be interested in, horror movies. And definitely go ahead if you haven't subscribed. So again, until next time, I'll see you.